here's something else I want you to be aware of. If you can see your sprinkler main drip irrigation pipe, every once in a while you might see they've got it stapled down. And on this one, it looks like it's kinking this a little bit and smashing it down. So whichever way the water's coming, if the water's coming this direction, in fact, I know it's coming from the left going this way. There's more water pressure on the left, and there's less over on this side because that spike is down in there. Let's just pull it up since I'm right here. Okay. Let's just see if we can't get it pulled up. And I've got there. It was rusty too. And see, basically it would be a U. And lots of times they'll do that brand new. See how long it's been in there? Probably 20 years. And it's all rusty and stuff. But that was kinking the main line right here. Okay? And maybe I should get a pair of pliers. Get my pair of pliers and just kind of straighten this out a little bit. See? Believe it or not, just that will give your line a little bit more pressure out of it. And so I figured since I'm getting ready to put these in over here, and if I put it on the on this side, I want enough pressure. And see, here's another one of those things, right there, and it's pushed right down on top of a root. Can you see how that's lessening the water pressure there? I'm not going to go around on all of them, okay? Just the exposed area. I'm going to take a quick look on that as I go, and if I see any like this, then I might as well pull them out, right? Where is it? Oh, right here. And see, that thing was all rusty. There. See there? Okay, but now it's lessened the pressure on there, and I can kind of straighten the pipe back into place like that. And if you don't have any roots in the way and stuff, when you get all done with whatever you're doing, if you have enough time, what I would suggest would be in this area, dig the dirt down with your hammer handle a couple inches so that you can bury this and then cover it back. That way you'll protect this more than what it's done now. And I wish they would have been more mindful. See this one here? They just poked it straight up. Here's another pipe straight up. So the thing is, when you bury those, when you bury that, it's still coming straight up. So you would have to dig it down a little bit further and then curve it over more. That's why when I come out of something like this and add something, I like to come in through the sides. You see what I mean? Like that. So when you bury that, it's down flat more so than up, straight up like these two. You see what I mean? Let's go along here. See, that one's sideways. Look at this one. That one's straight up. That's pretty much a no-no. Here's one kind of at a 30-degree angle. That one's okay once it gets dug down. That one's straight up. I would have to dig that down 3 or 4 inches before I push this down to prevent it from kinking. You see? Or I could pull that out, put a plug in there. If I didn't need this little one, let's say, I'll have to make that decision later. I could put a plug in there. I could take that out and put an elbow. You know, normally you don't do that, but because it's coming straight out, you could do that. You know those little elbows I was showing you? That's why I like to come out of the sides whenever I add anything. See this one, they just went straight up. So once I come over here, I'll have to look at that and I'll have to make a determination which one goes to which one here and modify these things as needed so that I know when I get all done, it's gonna be just like it would be at my house. Okay, I'll bury this, I'll bury all these tubes in here, not necessarily this long one. See all these big old tree roots? I don't know what to do with that. I mean, if you want to spend a lot of time, you could dig down there, cut this off somewhere, fish it underneath the roots per se. The only problem with that is if the roots get any bigger, you want to make sure there's enough room so it doesn't just smash right down on top of your pipe. That's why I'd rather prefer the roots be on the bottom, you see. And this would be okay if later on down the road you put that cloth, landscape cloth material over here, and then put 3 to 4 inches of bark, landscape bark or river rock or something like that. I would put landscape bark in here. Okay, then you can leave these exactly alone. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos, and every time you watch one of my videos, I'm hoping you're going to learn more on how to save more around the house.